Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our next daily language review corrections video. Today, we will be correcting week 4, day 4. So as always, we're going to correct these sentences first. Number 1, at a meteor crater museum in Winslow, Arizona, you can learn about meteors. Okay, so usually we don't use the article because it's a very specific museum. So you would say at the Meteor Crater Museum in Winslow, Arizona, you can learn about meteors. The next error I see is, remember, there's a comma that is supposed to come in between the city, which is Winslow, and the state, which is Arizona. And the last one I'm seeing is meteors is misspelled. Meteors is spelled M-E-T-E-O-R-S. And then don't forget the period at the end, which they have there too. So at the Meteor Crater Museum in Winslow, Arizona, you can learn about meteors. Perfect sentence. So let's type that here. Capital A, because it's the beginning of a sentence. At the Meteor Crater Museum in Winslow, Arizona, comma, you can learn about meteors. Let me stretch this out so you can see it all together. Perfect. Number 2 says, there are a museum showing different kinds of barbed wire in McLean, Texas. There is only one museum, right? So there is, ours you use for plurals. There is a museum showing different kinds of barbed wire in McLean, comma, Texas. So you want a comma in between the city and the state there as well. There is a There is a museum showing different kinds of barbed wire in McLean, comma, Texas. Now remember, you can pause this video if you need a little extra time with these sentences and to correct your answers. Okay, moving on down to number 3. Write the missing word. You can see a collection of art at a museum in New Mexico. Folk is like historical, almost like in the West from the pioneer days. So you can see a collection of folk art at the museum in New Mexico. So the correct spelling of folk is actually F-O-L-K. There's also folk music, which would go back to like the 1800s, maybe late 1700s of our country's history. So now draw a line between the prefix and the root word of the underlined word, then explain what the word means. These are some of the most unusual museums in the United States. Unusual is underlined. It has a prefix here, un, which means not. And usual means common. So this word would mean not common, like rare. Okay, thank you for making your corrections, and we'll see you for the next daily language review corrections video. Bye for now.